IBRAHIM about the importance of this match for a few of these players. And if you go back to the 2022 World Cup, seeing a guy like Enzo Fernandez, he wasn't starting to begin with. They lose that initial game to Saudi Arabia, and some changes needed to happen for Lionel Scaloni, and he was one of those changes. And you think back to the sort of World Cup that he had. I wonder who the equivalent of that player is in this team currently that we're watching for Argentina.
Baze,
That guy that is going to
দেখো নি আমার গোলে লাগে টিভির পর
Fernandez did, or McAllister did in that World Cup for Argentina.
6:21 হ্যাঁ 500 টাকা দিলে কোনটা আমি কোথায় পাইলাম না তোর কত না
Hopefully we get the chance to see the young man Nicolas. What a season he's had. Serie A with all. We'll be playing in the Champions League next season under Cesc Fabregas. Quickly taken and overhit for Nicolas Otamendi. Yeah, the problem that Nico has is...
মারিনি তো দিদো না
মনে করে দিব কর ওটা আর হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ দিও না ওটা আম্মু তোমার কাছে থরে
কথা কইছ
ওটা দেশে দিতে কর
কথা গুগলি দা তো
তুমি ভাত খাওয়া শুরু
and just overall a source of creativity for that team in the attack half. I'm just not sure as to how many minutes, how many productive minutes he will have during the World Cup. If that is indeed playing the majority of those minutes. He's not like pretty good at moving off, but he's not getting what he wanted, and that's a throw in. Goal is goalless as expected. Most of the ball with Argentina. But no way through just yet beyond Mendjibar.
আমি খাবো আলু লেবো তিরনিটা গোলে গেছে পাচ্ছিন তুমি তিরনি বুঝিস তো মা কই যা পারে টিভি দেখা আর কোনো কাম নেই আমার তো গরম ধরে জান দাঁড়া আছে আর সাইড কাম চাই হবে
I know we're talking quite a bit about Argentina, and you mentioned it briefly at the open about Honduras and how their qualification process fell apart towards the end. And you called it interesting, just because you're a nice guy. Another way to describe it is a disaster, a total collapse from Honduras late in the qualification process. And it wasn't just that they finished second in their group, it's that they didn't even qualify to the playoffs. Suriname, let me repeat that. Suriname, they qualified to the playoffs instead of Honduras because of goals scored. So the collapse was dramatic. And to make it even worse, when they were tying the game 0-0 against Costa Rica in the last day of qualification, they played for the draw thinking that that was going to be enough. They were wasting time late when they needed to score a goal in order to make sure that they qualified. They thought that they had secured the playoff. They certainly did not. So it was not only a collapse, but an embarrassing collapse at that. Here's the opportunity for Rivas. Well defended. Rosales. Opportunity here. away. Better than the episode 4 for Honduras. And the strike was from Edward Rodriguez. It doesn't take a whole lot from Honduras. It's a diagonal ball that kind of turned Argentina around. They were able to win the rebound eventually. Edward Rodriguez just jumps on it. Puts his laces through the ball. Just can't quite keep it down. Curtis and I from Juan Musso. 0-0. I'd say started on base in the Intercontinental semifinals. It's still too soon. You can say it. I don't know how I'm going to react to it. I never knew they did it against Scotland. Good to know. I remember saying the first one here. I remember the game it was. I remember talking about Venezuela in the World Cup. Hopefully, they started so well. And today has the victory over Brazil. And the final game, very painful. Combined with Venezuela's loss. Yeah, win by Team Marco. Yeah, no, I haven't turned the page. It's a good thing. I haven't let it go yet. The other one contributed in the transfer for Honduras. Let's take a tackle. Referee Reese. It's looking to be forward of Honduras. That could be trouble, I think. Not a good line for Lautaro. And away comes Canada. And I agree with Lautaro Martinez. Here Martinez is driving with his ball forward, and Canada has made a run out wide. Just play it outside. They didn't allow Lautaro Martinez to set up his run inside the 18-yard box, away from the defender, expecting the cross coming from Juliano Simeone. Here Martinez decided to go with a ball squeeze between two defenders. It is a good tackle from Valentin Marco. Gets there in time, wins the ball back. Started to come into this game a little bit more. Honduras has created a lot of opportunity advantage. Canada with 3 at the ace, with a win out there from Benguche. It's not the worst ball from Moncada. He puts it in between the defenders, and then the responsibility of Benguche to try to split the defenders and get there ahead of Otamendi. He does not. It's going to be very difficult from Moncada from that sort of angle to get the ball around Otamendi and into the back post. Benguche could help a little bit more. Texas A&M, Auburn,
আমি যাবো ওষুধ খাইছি দুধ খাইছি এটা ভাত খাইছি আমি
national teams and college towns. Great to see Chattanooga as well, getting into the World Cup spirit. No. You know what it is. This Chilling Page is brought to you by Gatorade. Holly, it's 80 degrees. These cooling breaks are going to kill my spirit during the World Cup. I'm telling you right now. What was this? Quite funny last week. Scotland played Southampton. It was freezing. They had a cooling break. Because that's what all these road to 26 World Cup friendlies have to have. And they will have it at the World Cup, and everybody's sort of trying to get used to it and what have you. Oh, man. That's a coach. Instead of just basically footballers now, doesn't that change in any way your setup? I suppose this is the equivalent in basketball of a 20-second timeout, if you will, in that regard. It depends how the game is going. If you're flying, and you have rhythm, and you have momentum, you don't want to stop, regardless of how hot it is. If you're struggling, you're under pressure, yeah, you'll stop. You'll stop for as long as they let you stop. I don't know how much a manager can influence decisions on the field while the game is going on, so I suppose a coach allows you to have conversations more in detail with the players and an opportunity to deliver a message to everybody you want to, rather than pass this door or speak to the guy on the far side to tell him he needs that to happen. Like the Hondurans, even more Argentinian in attendance at Kyle Field in College Station. Not quite as many here as came to see the King of Country, George Strait, in the summer of 2024. 110,000 tickets. Oh, man. You mean all my exes live in Texas? Oh, man. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo will set the record of playing in 6 World Cups, which is quite incredible. I was in a piece for ESPN.com with Craig Gordon, one of the 3 Scotland goalkeepers, who's the oldest
Today, huh?
player in the squad. And we were talking about Ronaldo, and we worked out Portugal have to get to the final in 2030 for him to become the oldest player ever in the World Cup by 6 days. He would be 45 at the time. Nice little flick from Lo Celso. Yay. That was by Rosales. A little bit of patience there from Agustin Giai would have allowed him to see that while Valentin Barco had made that run in behind, that had taken a defender with Barco and had opened a pass into Lautaro Martinez, who had the inside possession on the center back. You play that ball, hold the play for Lautaro Martinez, you follow your pass, and now you're coaching if you're Argentina. So, remember a few months ago when there were questions because Lionel Messi refused to confirm that he would definitely be playing at this World Cup? Good to see him in the squad. Was never any doubt, was there? Well, no, but I would argue that after they won the World Cup in 2022, if there was a time team, it would have been then. But once you started playing qualifiers and you're going to go through the struggles of qualifying and the long road that it is qualifying in South America and Commonwealth, then the reason that was because he was going to play in the World Cup. Otherwise, you say, muchachos, take care, buenas noches, I'll see you guys later. Lo Celso. 2 players making the same run and Barco, but no harm done. This is Lisandro Martinez, Ezequiel Palacios. Playing without that striker when Lautaro goes wide, Juliano would come in field, the crossing's comfortable for Menivar. I'm not not loving this Juliano's going in the left-hand side. No. Looks wrong. And I think for him, he's a guy that depends a lot on activity, and that activity comes natural to him down.
Free application to watch football matches. Watch any match directly from your cell phone.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter. A special delivery from the rest. Alvarez. And it's straight forward. Alvarez. Succumbs to the pressure. The defense just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Does really well to get the ball back. It's really well maneuvered. Picking it up. Fernandez, it's played into the area. Alvarez. Martinez sends that on her way. It's been better there, so where's the chance?